Hey there and welcome back to Figure Barn. Today we've got a holiday themed extravaganza that will jingle your bells and melt your hearts faster than Frosty in the sun. We're unboxing some fantastic Funko Pops to try and add some sparkle and festive joy. We've got the iconic Frosty the Snowman Funko Pop figures, because who doesn't love a magical snowman with a heart of gold? We'll also be diving into the action-packed world of Red One with those figures, and they're as fiery as Santa's reindeer and twice as cool. And hold on to your Santa's hat, because we've also got the grand unboxing of 8 Secret Santa Funko mystery boxes from Funko Europe. So the excitement is real, folks. Grab your hot cocoa, cozy up to the fire, and let's unwrap some holiday magic together. I guess we better get started. So, starting off with Frosty the Snowman. This is the enchanting tale of a jolly snowman brought to life by a magical hat. In the 1969 animated special, a group of children build Frosty on a snowy winter's day, only to discover he's come to life. With his cheerful personality, corncob pipe and button nose, I'm not going to break out into song, Frosty quickly becomes their favourite companion. However, as temperatures rise, Frosty's existence is threatened. Determined to save him, the children and Frosty embark on an adventurous journey to the North Pole, pursued by a greedy magician who wants the hat for himself. And here we have the titular character himself, Frosty. So it's a pretty good recreation of how he is in the cartoon, with his iconic black and grey stroke off green top hat there, complete with a little flower detail. And he's got his broom in one hand, and he's got his corncob pipe in the other. Red nose, standard black Funko eyes there, which actually represent coal fairly well, I would say. Now it's interesting here that he has got a little blue mouth there, because in the animation when you watch it, his mouth seems to be either red or black, but there are other images on the internet of him with a blue mouth too, so I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but it looks different on this pop. You don't get many with sort of different coloured little mouths like that. You don't get many with mouths, to be honest. There you go. There's Frosty. And next up, let's take a closer look at Karen. Now, Karen is the spirited little girl who first brings Frosty to life with the help of the magical hat. She's almost the heart and soul of the story, to be honest, by Frosty's side throughout as they try and get to the North Pole. And here she is in a little red coat and matching red and white earmuffs there as well. A blonde fringe sticking out and a blue and brown boots. Again, very similar to how she looks in the movie itself. Now, interesting fact for you, she was voiced by June Foray in the original airing, who also voiced Granny from Looney Tunes in the Sylvester and Tweety cartoons, Witch Hazel, who we recently had a pop of at this year's fall convention. Also the voice of Rocky the Flying Squirrel from Rocky and Bullwinkle. So did a lot of voiceover work for various animation. But there you go. There's Karen. And the last one we have from this set is Professor Hinkle and Hocus Pocus, the little white rabbit. Now, Professor Hinkle is the comically inept magician who stirs up trouble, and it's his hat that he throws away that has the magical properties that bring Frosty to life. Hocus Pocus is Professor Hinkle's loyal yet mischievous bunny companion, and despite being a mere little rabbit, he generally outsmarts Hinkle and plays a crucial role in helping Frosty and the other children as well. So there's Professor Hinkle in his grey magician suit and bright pink shirt, and the white spats over his shoes, which is common on old suits from the 1800s. He's got his big brown moustache and his white gloves, holding the magical hat later appropriated by Frosty there as well. Now Hocus Pocus is just down here in the right hand corner. White rabbit with the big pink ears, big red nose, just under the hat as if he's just popped out of it. Now I do love Funko figures where they do this sort of extra small little character at the bottom. Don't know how many more of these we'll get on regular pops now that we have the Pop Plus figures, but we'll see. You never know. But it feels like the sort of thing that Funko are going to try and put on the Pop Plus, I would have thought. But anyway, there's Professor Hinkle there with Hocus Pocus. Now, moving forward in time by the odd 50 years or so, we have the much more recent Christmas movie in the guise of Red One, which recently had its theatrical release, as well as being paid for mainly by Amazon. It was going to be a Prime Original only release, but they decided to give it a cinema release as well. Well, I guess you would if it's going to cost you $250 million to make a Christmas movie. Now, Red One is an action-packed holiday film that reimagines Santa Claus as a superhero. When Santa, codenamed Red One, is kidnapped, the North Pole's head of security, Callum Drift, played by Dwayne Johnson, teams up with the world's most infamous bounty hunter, Jack O'Malley, played by Chris Evans, on a globe-trotting mission to save Christmas. Now, the film has had mixed reviews. Some critics praising the film for its ambitious scale and the chemistry between Johnson and Evans, while others feel that it lacks holiday magic and thematic depth. Now, I did watch it the other night. I thought it was okay. I think it's a lot of money for a Christmas movie. It was enjoyable. I wouldn't say it's going to become a Christmas classic, but some of the special effects were quite good, and quite a lot of the sort of side characters and things like that were more enjoyable, I'd say, than Santa and Callum Drift themselves. But yeah, we only have 2 Funkos from this movie that have been released, and the first one we have is Callum Drift, played by Dwayne Johnson here. So there he is in his signature green and red suit with tactical gear attached to the side of his trousers there. He's got sort of like a transponder on his arm there, which allows him to shrink both himself and other things within the sort of toy world and make them bigger as well. Nice feature if I could get Hot Wheels cars to get into full-size cars as well. Wouldn't mind that if it was something that we could choose. Now, supposedly Johnson was paid $50 million for this movie, which actually makes him the highest paid actor to date. For that, I suppose some of that is because they weren't expecting much of a percentage on the cinema release, but obviously they did one in the end. But yep, $50 million he made for this. There's not an awful lot more I can say about the actual pop itself. What I will say is that the Red One logo, I do like that. I like the design with the little sort of Christmas tree outline between the 2 words. I think that's quite clever. Well done to the designers on that one. Now, I did start trying to work out how many pops there were of Dwayne Johnson in total. Soon lost count when you start with maybe 10 or 15 WWE ones. You've got Hobbs and Shaw, Jungle Cruise. There's at least 4 Black Adam variants. There's probably 6 or 7 Mauis across the Moana movies. So just with that, it's close to 30. So he's certainly one of the more covered ones, I would have thought. There you go. There is Callum Drift. And on to the second one from Red One. We have Nick, i.e. Santa Claus, played by J.K. Simmons here, or rather buff J.K. Simmons. As mentioned earlier, he's portrayed as somewhere in between a president and an action hero. And there he is there with a fairly slick twist on the standard red and white Santa outfit. Again, standard bobble hat and white beard. And his sack, if you can just about see it there. And it's more like an army duffel bag, where again he's got the ability to shrink down presents, get more and more into his bag, and obviously cover the vast amount of houses that he needs to on Christmas Day. Now, this is actually the second time J.K. Simmons has portrayed Santa after Claus in 2019, which was a Netflix original animation about a postman who forms a friendship with a reclusive toy maker, i.e. Claus. Now, that received 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is way above Red One's 30, I think it is. So it might be another one to pick up and watch over the holiday season if you can find out where it is. I suspect it's still on Netflix somewhere if you dig deep enough. But there you go. There's Nick from Red One. So next on to our star of our festive show, we have 8 of the Secret Santa mystery boxes, direct from Funko Europe. Now, these each cost £5, which is about $6.50, and the site outlines that these could be exclusives, they could be standard pops, or they could even be bitties, keychains, sodas, so pretty much anything really. As a collector, first and foremost, I'm not interested in the value of any of these pulls directly, especially as there is no guaranteed value. But saying that, anything we do pull that doesn't fit my collection, which as you know is mostly movies pops, will likely end up on our website to pick up, and a link can be found in the About section of our YouTube. If you were interested in anything that we might pull, along with a load of others, that's where they'll be. So I haven't looked at any of these yet, so it'll be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you guys. I suppose the only thing left to say is, let's get to the unboxings. So the first one that we have from these mystery boxes is a T-Rex from Jurassic World Dominion, this one. So there he is there. When they put them in these sideway boxes with the dinosaurs, you can't really get a brilliant shot of the head itself. You can see it through there. There's the teeth, you can see just about there. Now this is one that I do already have in my collection. I've got quite a few of the Jurassic World dinosaurs. I haven't got all of them because there's just so many, but we're working on it, But there you go, there's the T-Rex with his tiny little arms and brown scaly skin. They are quite cool. Now that Funko did recently release 3 of the fossil Jurassic Park that we'll be reviewing a few videos from now. I have only just received those, but I'll let you all have a closer look at those ones when the time comes. But there you go. There's the first one of these 8 Secret Santa mystery boxes. T-Rex from Jurassic World. And the second mystery pop we have is Bo-Katan from Star Wars. And it's the Valentine edition there. So it's a Funko exclusive. You can see obviously by the big blue sticker there. Very pretty in pink. And there they are there with we've got a little bouquet of flowers holding on there. Now this is the second Bo-Katan I do have in my collection. We also have the GameStop exclusive. But there you go, quite a nice sculpt. Actually some of these Valentine's ones do look quite good. You can see that the back card as well has got hearts all over it, and looks like a shape of Darth Vader as well in the back there as well, and various other characters. But there you go, an interesting one. I don't have any of the Valentine's Day ones. I am looking to get the recent release of the ones for Wicked. There's also been a couple for Chucky as well for the movies collection that I'll be looking to try and get hold of. But there you go, Bo-Katan Kryza from Star Wars. And the third one we have is Kakashi Hatake with Pakun from Naruto Shippuden. Now I'm not a big anime person. If you're into your anime, best YouTuber is probably Skittle Rampage for Funko Pop's animation stuff. Certainly knows what he's talking about. But there you go, that's quite a cool figure. He's got his band, which gives him some of his powers, I believe. He's got his one eye covered there. And I guess that this little dog fella down the side there is Pakun, I guess. He's quite cool there. He's got looks like he's got one of the little superpower bands on his head as well. Another Funko special edition, which is nice. So we're doing quite well on those so far, which is a bit better than them just sort of giving out whatever stock they're trying to get rid of on the cheap. Obviously a slight increase in the value of the ones with the special edition stickers. Not that I'm worried about that. I don't collect anime, so this will probably end up on the website. But there you go. There's Kakashi Hatake. Now on to number 4, halfway. For these 8 mystery boxes, we have Billy Butcher with Laser Baby from The Boys. Now this is a series that I haven't really watched. I don't really know much about it. It's another Funko exclusive, which is good. That's 3 out of 4 of the ones that we've got so far. That's quite cool. I'm sure it means something to somebody. The fact that the baby's called Laser Baby, I guess he's got some kind of superpowers as well. But there's Billy Butcher with his scar on his head, and as I say, he's got the little baby there with bright blue eyes. Maybe that means something. After this video, I'll go and have a little look up and see if I can brush up on my knowledge maybe. I like to do that on some of these random pops that we pick up, just so I've got some kind of idea of what's going on. But there you go, there's Billy Butcher with Laser Baby from The Boys. Right, so one other thing I didn't mention about these Secret Santa mystery boxes is there's no guarantee that you're not going to get any duplicates of anything. So if you like that last pop that we got with Billy Butcher, how about another one? exactly the same. Unfortunately, it's a shame that we get duplicates, but it was in the write-up to say it could happen. So there you go. There's another one if anybody's interested. And if you haven't had enough of Billy Butcher by now, there's a third one as well. Yep, exactly the same. Billy Butcher, same little laser baby, 3 of the 8. Not the best luck, but there you go. Billy Butcher, once again. So let's hope that's the end of Billy and his laser baby. And the next one we have is... oh, there we go, that's something different. Talia al Ghul from Batman. That's interesting. It's a Funko 2023 Summer Convention limited edition, so it's a slightly older one there. It's not a character I know much about, to be honest. But there she is there with a dual large machete-like swords, brown and green costume. That's an interesting one there. Not one that I've seen before. Not one that I know much about, as I say. Not a lot to glean from the back there, but obviously part of the Batman universe as far as the logo goes there. I do know that much. There you go. Talia al Ghul. Also, we will be going on our website, as I don't really collect the heroes lines of things. But yeah, slightly older pop and slightly different, certainly different Billy Butcher. 2023 Summer Convention limited edition there. And the final Secret Santa pop that we have out of the 8 is Star Wars Purge Trooper. There you go, that's another cool figure. There he is with his red eyes and black shiny helmet there. He's got his big blaster and yeah, that's a cool pop there. Obviously a bobblehead because it's part of the Star Wars line. Purge Trooper. I think this is a fairly new one. Let's see if we can see. No, 2023, so it's got a little bit of age to it. But yeah, it's a really cool sculpt that. There he is. Purge Trooper again. I do have a few Star Wars ones that I've kept in my collection. Probably won't be keeping this one. So again, if anybody's interested, it'll be going on the website. There's a few within this set. So you've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, Fifth Brother, the Grand Inquisitor, the Purge Trooper that we have here, a young Luke Skywalker, and Ned B as well. So there's a few within this set. I don't know exactly which sort of episode, if you like, of Star Wars this is covering. Obviously, I know Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker. I know about the sisters from the Jedi Survivor games, but not the brothers. If anybody does know, let me know in the comments. But there you go. There's Purge Trooper. And that's the last that we have of our Secret Santa mystery boxes from Funko Europe. Well folks, that wraps up our Funko Pop Holiday unboxing extravaganza. Really enjoyed diving into those figures, even though we did get a few duplicates. But from the magic of Frosty the Snowman to the heroic adventures of Red One, and all of our Secret Santa boxes, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'll be trying to get one more video out before Christmas hits, so keep your eyes on the channel. The best way to do that is to make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on more unboxing fun or pop movie showcases that we do here. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked our holiday haul. Why not leave a comment and let me know which Funko Pop was your favourite or holiday figures that you're hoping to add to your collection. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I wish you all a merry and magical holiday season. Stay cozy, keep collecting, and we'll catch you in the next one.